Ready to just get game one started?
Yep. The quicker baseball starts, the quicker baseball ends, and I am so ready for baseball to end.
What makes you not want any more of it?
I hate it. It's a horrible sport, and it's only made tolerable because Wiggler is pitching today in a championship setting. A lot of people like to draw the comparison batting a power hitter at leadoff. Right now, we just had a Kyle Schwarber moment, assuming Dixie can't catch it. It actually wasn't Dixie, it was Funky, so a lot of that came right away off the bat.
Alright, we know this isn't the Phillies, though, because there's no way that outfield does anything that athletic.
Yeah, no, that's true. Bowser kind of interrupted me by swinging at the first pitch and almost hitting it out. But I was going to say, you get the power hitter who doesn't really do that much other than hit. And you got a Kyle Schwarber leadoff power. They kind of just, I don't know if that's a new archetype, if that's what teams are going to start going for. I don't know if it translates to Mario Baseball. It probably doesn't. It probably does. It's Mario Baseball. There's not that much that goes into it in the first place. And
to be honest, I don't even really like that idea too much in the real world, let alone in this. I don't know, yeah. I've never gotten the power hitter at 1. Like, I can understand the power hitter at 2, like, that's something I do quite a bit, but I don't understand it at 1 at all.
I think I understand it more at 1 than I do for 2, because if you put it at 1, then you have a threat of, like, the home run guys, so you kind of want to make sure that you're careful around him, which can lead to him drawing a lot of walks and then being on base. Having him at 2, let's say if you have like a speedy guy, like with the Phillies, Trey Turner, I went to rope center field. That might be a grand slam. Nope, it's
but it will score 1 run at least.
Bad chem between Critter and Donkey Kong. I wonder if that's going to matter at any point in this game.
To be honest, I don't really know how many times that's actually going to come into play, to be honest. Because you notice I haven't really noticed too many times where they try going for a throw to third.
Aragumba ropes one of the gap. That might score.
That's going to score 2.
Do you think it's going to be a triple? No, they got the buddy. Beanie might actually be a sitting duck at home. Oh my, no, never mind. He's good. I don't think that's a close playability. I think that was just pressing the right button.
To be honest, I don't know if the fielders ever won a close play in the CPU League. Like, that's something I'd actually have to go back and, like, look at. But I don't think that's ever happened, to be honest.
Was that game between Fawful and Coconut Shoplifters towards the end of the regular season? I think there was a play at the play with Birdo, and I want to say Birdo was out because that was the last play of the game. I remember I was making the thumbnail for that, and I was trying to think of a way that I could, make it exciting. And I think I talked to you about that, where, should I go with this title? Should I go with that? Mm-hmm. And then it turns out like Fawful's Furious House of Chortles is such a long name. I actually couldn't go with that original title idea, so I just had to go with Enter Sandman.
Oh, this was much earlier in the season. I thought, for some reason, we were still talking about their second matchup, but no.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. That was the one at Warrior City.
Okay.
I was just completely mixed up on that one.
Okay. Anyways, back to my tangent about Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies offense. With that scenario, when you have Trey Turner as the other guy, it makes sense to have Schwarber at first and not second. Because you imagine, let's say Trey Turner gets a single, right? Mm-hmm. And because he's such a fast guy, he's probably going to, at some point, steal a base. However, if you have Kyle Schwarber following him, that would destroy center field. That's going to hit off the train, or not, a paratroop's going to hit off the train. It's a tight end.
There was no doubt about that.
Yeah. That is I believe a drone, some kind of plane flying overhead very loudly. Not sure where that's going. It's a helicopter. I don't know if that caught into the... That was very, very loud in real life.
I mean, to be fair, we've seen it time and time again this season, where that's just what DK does for this team.
Yeah, he comes in when it matters.
And even when it doesn't, he's still...
Yeah, he's being prototypical stat pattern. and this game loves interrupting me whenever I start talking about Prince Turner. Let's see if I end up finishing this point before the game ends. Get the single.
So is there just like a helicopter outside of your house, or?
I just went over right now. But you know, that's helicopters can do. So let's say he gets a single, gets on first, steals second, October's on deck. Or he's batting now that Trey Turner stole second. And now the pitcher is like, okay, we have an open base. We can pitch around him more, which puts him on first, which if you do the walk, kind of made the stolen base redundant, in which case the stolen base is worth even less than normal because at that point you're just risking an out. I don't really know how to articulate this, but I feel like...
No, I think that's actually a really good way of putting it now that you're putting that all into picture. Like, to me, that makes sense.
Right. So if you get Kyle Schwarber on before Trey Turner, let's say Turner gets a single and Schwarber decides he's fast enough to go from first to third, then Turner can steal second, and then who are you going to walk in? Harper? And Harper. Whatever. The rare strikeout, I wasn't sure how many times that's happened before. Usually they all go down swinging. Maybe it's a wiggle. That one's going to the gap. I wonder, maybe he was hit a little bit softer. I wonder if Dixie could have used clamber there.
I don't think I've seen the CPUs use clamber, but you know, to be honest, I think that if the CPUs were smart enough to actually use it, I do think that would have come into play there, like almost certainly.
Maybe because they use a line drive, maybe they'll do it more often if it's a fly ball kind of hit. I don't know. That's like one
It'd be
E for clamber. And of course it doesn't get E. There you have it.
So now that we're seeing that these two are the ones that made it here, what were your views on these two teams coming into the CPU? Like, we hadn't played any of the games yet. All you'd seen was the draft orders and like the few trades that were made afterwards. What were each of your opinions of these two teams going into it?
I think Fawful's team, I was thinking, it could be fun. That one...
That's a critter home run.
It's a critter bomb. Bowser just got clipped by the caboose. And that's enough. 5-3 at the score now?
I believe that should be 5-3. Yep.
Fawful, I was thinking, this, could be a good team, but unfortunately they'd have to play in Bowser Jr.'s playroom, which is, in my opinion, as far as looking at the stage, the ugly stage in the game. I don't know if it's the worst. You could make arguments for Ice Garden, but that stage is really pretty, in my opinion. So I wasn't looking forward to watching this team play baseball. Kalamari Krunch, on the other hand, good part. Not too many garbage gimmicks. Say what you want about the train. I think it's cool. And a team that actually has a theme to it as far as the songs. Not many times you're going to be able to see. That might be.
That could have gone much worse for Crunch or for Chortles there.
Oh man. Okay.
Just a little more elevation under that ball, and that gets in the train.
Pun not intended, but I lost my train of thought after seeing that. What was
that? This conversation's just gone off the rails.
Steam engine, another train. What train jokes are
I need to think of another joke.
Wow, that was a no relay throw? I thought that was going to get cut off. Tiny actually scored from that. Look at that. He's throwing the ball in as Tiny's rounding third, and somehow, not only was the throw offline, but it had to crawl on all 5 of its legs to get home.
And Fawful didn't try doing any sort of cutoff to it. Just stood there.
It's a lazy work ethic, and the manager's going to take him out of the game for it.
And to be honest, I would have taken him out much earlier.
Yeah. Too little, too late. The second inning, you're already not even 5 outs recorded in the game. It might be 11 because it won't. The train's just below. Fawful could always bobble. I wouldn't put it past him at this point. He's shown that he doesn't have any respect for the badge. That's
just a terrible swing right there.
Rare Bowser changes. That might get caught by the Piranha.
And that's gonna score 2 runs, probably.
Wiggler's staying at first, because he's no reason to go for second.
This game's already starting to get out of hand, and it's only the second inning.
Yeah. Bowser... Man, okay. They need runs, they need them quick. I don't know how much longer you can go at this pace for. They have the hitters to do it. Petey Piranha, King Boo. There's one. Yeah, okay, there it is.
That was crushed. Who knows, maybe they're doing the Philly strategy from 2022 where they're just gonna... Krunch is just gonna score a crap ton in one game and then they're just gonna get no hit the second.
We'll see how that goes. Considering Fawful is gonna be forced to start every single game in the series, I severely doubt that'll happen. I don't know.
I doubt he has a single no-hit inning.
I don't think he has a single no-hit out. I've never seen this man get anybody out.
I've never seen this guy pitch in general.
Not once. I'm only just now seeing him hit for the first time. You know what? I lied. He's not even gonna hit. The inning's over. They get 1 run back. 6 more to go. It's assuming they can hold him out for nothing the rest of the way through.
Well, if they were wanting to get a couple runs to fight their way back into this, that's not the inning you want to pull out with.
Yeah, right there, Bowser. I wouldn't say that back-to-back changeups is the play. As I'm saying that, of course, you guys happen to record the out. Maybe I should just...
We gotta be careful around the power hitter now.
Yeah, the power... I mean, is it fair to say that Dixie was the semifinal MVP in that series between those?
Oh, 100%.
My heart broke on the first pitch of that game.
It set the tone early. And to be honest, that's what's happening right here with Krunch this first game. They're setting the tone of this World Series very quickly.
I was gonna say, is for the first half inning of this game, we could have had that situation where Fawful got up ahead and didn't really look back, and really they've looked back and they've taken a few steps back as well.
Oh, bad bobble right there.
Nothing is going right for this team. Tiny might score, he decides not to go. You know why? Because they get the cutoff now.
So you think that bobble's gonna end up hurting them right there? I guess that answers my question.
Yep.
Wasn't expecting it to come back to hurt him that quickly, but it does.
Bowser's pitching stats, all of those runs were unearned.
But to be fair, I would put most of those, if not all of those, on the pitcher in this situation.
Yeah, Peregrine could have caught that, in my opinion. Why couldn't he just do that? Why couldn't he throw his wings collectively?
Why couldn't he just not bobble? Well, you think he's gonna make up for his pitching, or you think he's gonna get another ground out to third?
I think it's gonna be a ground out to the second baseman. I think he's gonna get jammed. Close enough.
We were both wrong.
What bat do you think would, what bat would be the hardest to use out of the entire Sluggers camp? In real life.
I think Petey's. Because like if you're using the biggest leaf you can find, like if I was using in the back of my yard, that's gone.
They didn't use the PAL. Didn't matter. Bowser hits a huge home run to cut the lead to 8.
Straight down the left field line.
I think I know what the thumbnail's going to be. Man, every time I get into a groove of knowing what I'm going to talk about, something happens.
And then something happens, and then we just completely forget where we're at.
18 runs in 3.5 innings. I can't be blamed for this. I can't.
It's 15 minutes and we're not even halfway done with the game.
It's... Are these the 2 highest scoring teams in the league? I don't remember.
No, actually. Because you forgot second place is actually your team.
Oh, you're right.
Because you were second highest scoring, but then you also had the second most runs given up.
Yeah. That, I could not have seen that coming. Petey could make it interesting, but he's gonna slap hit.
The one thing I did see coming, though, was my team being the exact opposite of yours. Like, our outcomes could not have been any different.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it made for a good matchup, though. I will say I really liked that series that we saw earlier in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Fawful is currently 0 for 3 on shutdown innings. We'll see if they can get one here. Well, can you explain what a shutdown inning is?
I don't know if my brain's got the ability to do that right now.
If I'm remembering correctly, a shutdown inning, and they might actually get it here, is the half inning following... Okay, no, I'm already going off the rails here. Okay, if I score in the top of the 4th, and I don't give up any runs in the bottom of the 4th, that's a shutdown inning. If I score a run in the top of the 4th, and I do give up a run, that's not a shutdown inning. But, I need to score. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So it's just, my brain is completely fried right now. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I had to watch Fawful pitch for just as long as you. I can understand why your brain would be fried. And they actually got it. So as it turns out, I'm really good at manifesting when it comes to Mario.
You just hope it, and sometimes you get lucky enough that it actually...
It's going to be a high fly ball. I think Tiny's going to get hit. It's going to be a home run.
Oh, okay. That was...
Okay, well, never mind. Stop breathing for a second there.
What I am ready to see manifested is Paragoomba striking out looking.
He likes to play. That might
be.
No, it's not. I couldn't tell if it was going to curl in time. I was going to mention this is a very non-threatening portion of the lineup. Paragoomba, Paratroopa, and then Fawful, but... Yeah, I
don't know. I've seen them pull out a couple things every now and then.
Fawful has the ultimate...
Not on the Fawful side, but...
Listen.
Like, the 2 paras I've seen do some actually pretty decent work.
This is either going to be a triple play or double. There's no other outcome. He's not going to charge. Would you think...
I would have taken the strikeout there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
No Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I'm terrified already.
Very, very...
They've only got 2 innings left, so I'm not sure this changes too much. But that could definitely give them the momentum swing they need to get back into this.
Does he know?
Love seeing Wario come out to clog up all the attention again.
Yeah.
And I mean, didn't this happen in your series as well?
Ooh, I don't remember. I erased all my memory of that series.
To be honest, I don't blame you.
Bowser might have the code downloaded. Then again.
I'm telling you, this is the power hitter in the lineup. Just a little bit.
I wanted to see that shell interrupt the catch.
That's finally gonna be it for Bowser's Day.
Sandman is in, down 7. It's gonna be Tiny, DK, and Funky.
It'd be funky.
Like I say, they use the POW. It doesn't matter. They're flying. Is that an all?
I mean, who knows? They might still attack at it.
They might. No, that's gotta happen on like a pop-up. The rare Donkey Kong's platform actually lands because they use the boo in time. G. Can't say I've seen that often. What?
What?
Huh?
And he can't even beat that out.
Why did that?
You saw the exact same thing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever that was. Wario.
This game's already gone way. This is out of hand at this point.
Dixie Kong being blown up in center field. Let's see if he can recover from this. What do you think about there being like lasting injuries? Where if you just blow up the same fielder with a bomb enough times, at some point they don't get back up. That should be added.
Have you ever played the NES game Base Wars?
I have not. I think I've heard you talk about that one. But I have not played it.
That's one of the gimmicks that was in that game, where like when you're running to a base, you can just like beat the crap out of the fielders there.
Yeah.
And after enough time, you can just completely destroy that player.
It's a 7-run game. We're gonna get off into little side tangents here. I can't say there's much hope left for Fawful in Game 1. However, I've seen crazier comebacks happen, just not in Mario Baseball.
Only real hope that they have left is if they can manage to shut down this part of the lineup.
If they want to take the lead, they need 2 Grand Slams. That's a lot of Grand Slams.
Plus whatever they give up here.
Have you ever been to Denny's before?
I think the nearest Denny's to me might be a 2.5-hour drive.
Okay, so that's probably going to be a no.
No.
I've been a couple times, and every single time, I go in with the intention of, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll try a Grand Slam. And then I look at the menu, and there's 2 options that I see, and I go, hey, both of these look really good. That one's gone. Nope. Whoa.
Nope, that's caught at the warning track. That looked like it was about to bounce off of that wall.
Yeah. That one's... I mean, does it matter that much? Do you take any note of that and go, you know what? That could have been gone. It's an out. This is our time. We just have to hold them to not scoring another run. Possible.
Do you think that makes up for his bobble from earlier? Or... No. That was a dumb question.
Listen, if he doesn't bobble, they're 1 Grand Slam away from making this game interesting instead of 2. Train... Oh, that might be a train homer. Nope. That's gonna ricochet all the way back.
Just too early for a train home run.
Just a little bit too close.
Waiting to see another Dixie Kong power swing here.
I gotta say, that was an incredibly unnecessary thing. I don't know why PD didn't dive there. You have
there's been a lot of balls this entire season that PD's just not dived at shortstop.
Yeah.
I think there was a game where he played second base as well, and he wasn't doing much in terms of fielding there either.
He wants to go home. It is going from bad.
Looking at the scorecard, though, I don't blame him for wanting to go home.
Yeah.
Because I do too.
But you gotta tell him the quickest way to go home is to get an out. Is it gonna be 6-19? Wow.
They're now 3 Grand Slams away.
They are... No, they're... 4.
4.
That's incredible. I can't say I expected
I've never seen anything like this.
In all my days as a Mario Super Sluggers broadcaster. 620, 620, 620. Okay.
Like what?
Well,
what are we supposed to say to this? Like, we're supposed to be sitting here announcing these games, whatever, but it's like, what more is there to add to this game?
Okay, let me take the reins for the rest of this game. Warriors gonna use his circuit. We're gonna add E. Looks like he gets right on the 50-50. Camera Bro going out towards shallow center field. They're gonna try to throw the power block. Not nearly in time. That's gonna be the first out of the inning. Here's Pingu. He can do some damage with the pad. Flies went out to deep center field. It's gonna be on the track. The actual train track right there, but the train's not gonna be coming in time. It's gonna be a fly out. And we're only 1 out away. 4 deep pairs back-to-back coming up after this. But you have hope. I pray for your soul. It's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th, and that's the end of the game. 6-19 your final score at Wood Yoshi Park. If any of you watching were born on June 19th, get a lottery ticket. Okay, how was that?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
You know what? You can say a lot. But I think the one key phrase to take out of this game is Blooper did nothing. 19 runs did
as much as Fawful though, so probably did more than Fawful because Blooper didn't do anything pitching wise.
4 grand slams.
I can't believe it.
That's the title of the video right there.